Welcome to the CS IT and Experts online forum. In this short video, I will show you how to download, install and configure Eclipse on Windows operating system. There are a few prerequisites in order to do this. So first of all, you need to check your computer configuration, and then you need to check your installed JDK or Java version. So let's do that. In order to check your computer configuration, just open your File Explorer window, and then once File Explorer window pop up, then click on this PC or my computer or my PC, then do a right click over here and click on Properties. Then once you click on Properties, you will see the system and information will come up. You can also see this by going through control panel, then system and security, then system option. Then you will see here mainly your operating system type and operating system environment, processor and operating system bit size. So here I have 64-bit operating system running on this computer under 64-bit processor. So if I have a 64-bit operating system running computer, then I can install both 32-bit or 64-bit application. But if I have 32-bit operating system running on my computer, then I cannot install any 64-bit application. So this is why we need to know about the system configuration first. Okay, so then the second thing is that I need to know about whether I have Java installed on my computer, and then I need to know about my installed Java version. So in order to do that, so open command window by clicking CMD. So once your command window will come up, type in Java -version. Then you see the Java version information over here. In the third line it says Java 64-bit server. That means you have 64-bit Java installed on this computer. So that means I have Java 64-bit Java installed on this computer. But if I would have Java 32-bit installed on this computer, then I would see 32-bit client information over here. So if you do a Google search about how the difference between Java 32-bit or 64-bit, like let's do a Google search like this. So if you do a Google search like this, like how can I tell if I am running in Java 64-bit JVM or 32-bit JVM? JVM means Java Virtual Machine. This is pretty straightforward. And then this here you see for a 64-bit version, the version of or a 64-bit Java, the version command will show like this, the 64-bit server. But for a 32-bit, it will show client virtual machine like this. So as you have, so based on your installed JDK, you will see that this if you have 32-bit, or you will see this if you have 64-bit. But most of the recent computers are running under 64-bit processor and 64-bit operating system. So you will see Java, most likely you will install Java 64-bit. Okay, so then now let's get started to download Eclipse. So just click on download Eclipse. So just go to open an Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or any web browser and type in download Eclipse. So just type in download Eclipse, and you will see this is the Eclipse icon. And so you see that Eclipse is a free, and that means Eclipse is an open source application, so you can download and can use it for free. So then click on Eclipse download over this folder. Just click on over here. So once your Eclipse download page pops up, then you will see most likely the recent uh, Eclipse version will come up here, but this is the uh, Proton version. So that in previous versions I had Java Luna, Oxygen, and then other versions. But if you want to install a previous version, then you can do download Eclipse Oxygen or something, that Eclipse some Oxygen version. That is one of the previous version, and maybe you can see it by typing Neon or other versions. But you will have so if you go downloads underscore packages, maybe then you will see I'm sorry, then you will see other versions, then you will see other versions. So I like to come here and see that here that other. Okay, so I want to show you that more downloads option. Here you have Java Proton version is the latest version, then Java Oxygen version is one of the previous versions, then Neon, Mars, Luna, Kepler, that other version. I previously worked with Kepler, Luna, Mars, Neon, Oxygen, almost all of the previous other versions, but I have not worked with the latest Proton version. So let us try with one of this version. But most importantly, you will see here there are multiple packages here. Number one, Eclipse ID, like for multiple. ID means integrated development environment. So then you have ID for C++ environment, ID. One of the IDEs I mainly use enterprise developers. So enterprise developers, it is mainly used for Java Enterprise Edition like Maven, Jenkins, Git, so with all of these. So I mainly recommend and use Eclipse ID for Java in EE developers, that means enterprise developers. So but there are other versions for C, C++, and then ID for Eclipse communities, but I like to use, so I like to recommend for the enterprise edition. So then as I have 64-bit Java installed on this computer, so I will click on the 64-bit on this option here, 64-bit. 64-bit. If I would have a 32-bit Java installed on my Java on my machine, then I would click on Java 32-bit here. But if I would Mac, then I would click on Mac over here. So, but if I had Linux or Ubuntu, then I would click on this option. So as I mentioned previously, but maybe I forgot. So please make sure that you install Java first. You install as a prerequisite. You have to install Java first. Then you please try to install Eclipse. Otherwise, it will not work. It may not work. So make sure that you have Java installed first. So make sure that you check your Java install version first, and then you install Eclipse and download Eclipse first. So then, as I have seen that I have Java 64-bit installed on this computer, so I will select this 64-bit. And once I click over here, based on my computer and internet speed, this within a few seconds it will come up this. So then I have more options over here, but for download options, but then I will click download over here. Sometimes it starts downloading automatically, but it may not start automatically, so then you have to click download over here, and you can select your downloading option over here. So once download starts, then you will see that it is going to be downloaded, but it will show you how long it will take in order to download. So if you see, it is for this version I have 345 megabyte package size, so I have to wait a few seconds. So let me stop recording. Okay, it's almost download is completed. So once download is completed, you will see like this. Then click on the up arrow icon over here, and then click on either open or show in folder, or always open files of this type, or if you do not see this, just open your file explorer and then go to the downloads folder, and then you will see Eclipse JEE Proton. Where is my Eclipse JEE? JEE means Java Enterprise Edition. So it has both 32-bit and 64-bit together. So then double click on this folder and you will see the Eclipse folder, and then you will see Eclipse application over here. So that one thing that I believe with most of the previous versions, previous packages of Eclipse, you don't need to install. So if you download your Java package, entire package like this, so you don't need to install. You have nothing here to install. Just you need to copy this folder. Just open this, or sometime you may, if you do not have unzip installed on this computer, you may need to unzip it. So it has on this Windows 10 operating system, it has Windows unzip integrated, so I don't need to unzip it. So then just select it and copy it. Now I need to put it and save it to an appropriate folder. Some people do mistake that they put the Eclipse folder on their desktop. I would never do that, and I do not recommend to do that. Some people click on the C drive. I do not recommend to do that. I also do not do that. I can do that, no problem, but usually what I do, I usually go to my users folder, and then my username, and then I put over here under my user. Then I will just paste over here. So then once I paste over here, so it will take a few minutes in order to complete the copy. So you see that this copy is in progress. So how long it will actually take in order to complete so if we see properties over here, you will see any properties over here. So it's pretty maybe large file. So okay, so let me pause this video for a few minutes, and then when installation copying is completed, then I will come back. So once copying is completed, then I will see Eclipse folder over here in my desired location. So as I pasted it inside my username, so definitely I would keep it in any other locations, like within C drive or any other drive. So then once I find here, so then this is the Eclipse folder, application folder, not this one or this one. This is the Eclipse C compiler, not this one. So I will click on the Eclipse, this application folder. I will double click over here. For the first time opening, it will take a few seconds, and then it will show up and it will show me the initial Eclipse launcher so option. Then it will first, the most option, then it will show me select a directory as a workspace. Workspace is a directory where you will save, or I will save my projects, Eclipse projects. So by default it creates Eclipse dash workspace by this name, is default name. It is creating under my username. So but I like to change is as only a workspace. So I want to delete Eclipse dash this part, or likely I can browse if I to another directory or location if I already have an existing workspace on this computer, or if I want to, then if I have an existing workspace, then I will select the appropriate folder and I will click on select. But this is the first time installation on this computer, so I like to keep it as this location, but I like to keep it in my user folder, and I like to keep it as workspace. So you can put in W in uppercase, but I like to put in W in lowercase and workspace like this way. Another thing, that please do not put your workspace under your Eclipse folder. It will be difficult for you sometime maintaining. So I like to so again remember that I prefer to use my workspace location inside my username under the name workspace. Then click on use this as the default and do not ask me again. Please select this one, so it will not ask you again. So you can change your workspace location again later. I will show you how to do that, but for now, so let us keep this as a default location. Now see that I do not have any workspace folder in my username. Under my username, I do not have any workspace folder over here. But once I click launch, then you will see that it will create a folder name like workspace. So like this workspace is almost empty now, but it has some this is dot metadata, that hidden file over here, hidden folder and hidden folder. You may not see this, but you never delete this. Please never delete this. But if you do not see this, over here, just click on view, and then somewhere, so view hidden items, then you will see hidden items, or somewhere view, or somewhere options. If you do not see, then options, and then change folder and search options, then view, and then click on show hidden files, folders and drivers. So if you have this do not show hidden folders, file folders or drives, you may not see this. But check this second one and apply, and then click OK. Then you will see dot metadata folder, and please never delete this folder. Please never delete this folder, so it is created automatically. So then in my username, I have Eclipse in a different folder, and I have my workspace in a different folder. Okay, so first time Eclipse starts, it will show you like this gear type taskbar on your icon, this task icon on your taskbar. Then what you can do, then you do right click and then pin to taskbar. Once you click on pin to taskbar, this icon will be changed to like this type of icon. Remember that for first time, or if you do not pin it to taskbar, then the icon will show like this. So if you do not pin to taskbar, then every time you have to go to your Eclipse folder and you have to double click on this Eclipse application icon in order to run this application, your Eclipse application ID. But that is time consuming. Or you can do that, you can do a right click over here and you can send to a shortcut to your desktop. Definitely you can send to do that, but if you do that, then you will see that there will be a shortcut on your desktop. Okay, but I like to use this way. Like right click and pin to taskbar. So once you pin to taskbar, then you see that icon change, then click on over here, and then when you first time run your Eclipse, then it will show you the welcome message, welcome window. So every time if you run your Eclipse, unless you uncheck this, always show welcome as a startup, it will show you this welcome message in the front. Do not get hesitate. And then then click over here or uncheck this and then close this welcome window. Then you will see the basic and then basic workspace IDE, and you will see by default like this way. But if you want to pull up the welcome screen, then you will go to click on the help and you will click on welcome. Then it will come up welcome window, and it has some like tutorials and resources, very useful resources about learning Eclipse, how to use Eclipse IDE. In some other videos I will show you how to use this, but for now let us close this. And this is the Eclipse IDE. So it has an empty workspace. I do not have any project created yet on this Eclipse IDE. So in our later video I will show you how to create a project and how to create a project on Eclipse and how to write and run Java programs on Eclipse. So that's it for now. So if you like this video, please like it on YouTube and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we have already some videos on our YouTube channel. Please watch this video and then like this and then subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.